Well, you've heard of dumpster diving. So today we're going to be taking a dive into the recycling cart and seeing what's good in the neighborhood. Here to help me is Mike Ferguson, the expert on all things recyclable. And hey Mike, how's it going?
There's some good things in here and there's some bad things in here.
I can see that.
This blower is a product. Even under the old program, this wasn't an acceptable item for recycling. It's got an electric motor in there. It's made from various plastics. You can either put this in your garbage can or bring it to the household hazardous waste facility and we'll recycle it for you there.
The interesting point you made about it being a product, many of the things that you're going to find in recycling are packaging. You're not necessarily buying the container that detergent comes in, and you're not buying the container that milk or water comes in. You're buying what's in it. You're buying the water, the milk, or the detergent. So it's important to think of things in terms of product and packaging. The newspaper is probably the only product that you should really be putting in.
We have a nice Tide bottle. It's a colored plastic. It's made from several different plastics. So it would take a lot more energy to turn this into a product that could be recycled than getting the raw material to make it.
Okay, let me find something good, because I saw some good things in here. All right, this is a little dinged up, but this is the kind of plastic we want. This is the good stuff. This container is probably not going to change for 5 or so years. So this is going to have great marketability, and it's going to have a great chance of coming back and being used as raw material. So these are great things to put in there.
Cardboard. Cardboard's always good. As long as it's clean, doesn't have any grease or garbage on it.
And that's perfect.
You know.
That's great cardboard. Good job.
They can be recycled.
Aluminum cans. They never go out of style. The aluminum can is the new black. Like, these things are in style all the time. So that's a good item. Now, what the heck is this? You're probably gonna have to help me on this one. This is part of a truck?
Yep, that looks like it's the inside of somebody's truck.
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that they wanted to recycle this plastic, but this is not a type of plastic that's gonna come back again. This is kind of in its end life stage.
Newspaper, great stuff. Like she said, this is a product that you can actually put in a recycle bin. This is going to be one of the only products you're going to buy that you can actually put back in a recycle bin, and it's going to come back as a newspaper again. Got
some more plastic, as you heard the spiel before. You know, colored plastics, clear plastics, they don't mix, as well as the resins. You know, everybody talks about the numbers on the bottom of these, and can we take plastics 1 through 7 and things like that. But what it amounts to is they are just not equal. They're not the same when it comes to the manufacturing process. And a lot of the machines out there in the manufacturing process are created to process virgin materials that have never been made into something before. So keep that in mind. That's why they're not part of our program right now.
This is it's a plastic paint can. We appreciate you trying to recycle the plastic, but again, this is a plastic that can't be recycled. Not only is it a plastic that's mixed with other plastics, it's got paint on it, it's contaminated, it's going to contaminate anything that it comes in contact with. These, once they're empty, can go in your trash, or if they still have paint in them, you can go ahead and bring them to us at the landfill to our facility.
And Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, but Styrofoam has never been recyclable in our program.
No.
So make sure you leave that out, because these little pieces right here that come off, these little snowflakies, they're gonna contaminate other items. So make sure you leave those out of your recycling cart.
Packaging material, your soda cans, your candy containers, this stuff is good to recycle. It's going to come back as another item, other packaging material.
And whether it is a Publix bag or a garbage bag, it doesn't belong in here. A lot of times they get stuck in the machines in sorting recyclable materials, and also in manufacturing of recyclable materials, and causes the breakdown of the machines. costly to fix, and it's all in all, it's not a good thing. But there are plenty of programs that will take those plastic bags from the grocery store and reuse them in a different way.
The importance of putting the right material in your container is the feasibility, the viability of the recycling program, the marketability of the material. We have a waste sort coming up in about a month or so.
Oh yeah.
Right after Mother's Day. We're trying to get the material as clean as we can because that's going to dictate how the program is going to go forward in the future.
Absolutely.
It's going to set the marketability for the next year or more.
Well, Mike, thanks for coming out and jumping in with me. I really appreciate it.
No problem. It's always an adventure.